Hi family, and thanks for joining me. Today on the menu is dressing that I'll be making with leftover cornbread. And here are the ingredients. I have about 4 or 5 pieces of leftover cornbread that I've mixed together, that I've broken up and mixed together. I have some butter, about a tablespoon, maybe two. Some celery, bell pepper, black pepper, sage, onions, and chicken broth. And this is how I'll put it together. I'm going to add celery, bell pepper, onions, some black pepper, some sage, or you could use poultry seasoning. Either will do. A little bit more. I'm going to mix that up. Now you're going to have to taste this to make sure you have enough like pepper and sage. Let me see. Let me see. I'm going to add a little more sage and a little more pepper. Now the little 2 tablespoons of butter I had, I melted it down. I'm going to add that in. And some chicken broth, a little at a time. You don't want it too dry, and you definitely don't want it too wet. Let's add some more. You can use the chicken broth in a can, or you can take some chicken bouillon cubes and add some water, put it on the stove, let it cook and melt, and then you taste to see if it's salty or seasoned enough for you. And you can use that. You can also add some sage sausages in here if you want. I like to put it in here sometimes. Other times I don't have to have any meat. You can add chicken in here. You can add turkey. Completely up to you. Let me see. I'm going to add just a little more chicken broth. And that should do it. The chicken broth is salty enough, so I'm not going to add any salt. And I've had my oven heated on 375. And I'm going to put it in my pan. Okay, you see I buttered my pan so that, well, just to help it brown up. And in it goes. It's a good way to prevent waste. Just think of different ways to use the foods that you have left over or cook too much of. And I'm going to put this in my oven and let it cook about 30, maybe 40 minutes. And I'll show you what it looks like when it comes out. And here you are out of the oven, nice and brown. See how the edges are crunchy and brown? I'm going to put some on the plate. And here you are, nice and flavorful, made with leftover cornbread. It's also good and moist. Thanks for hanging out with me. I had a great time. I hope you did too. Meanwhile, remember to pray. And then pray some more. Pray for her. Pray for him. Pray for them. Pray for you. Pray for us. And then pray again. Don't stop praying. Pray. And until next time, be well.